Hello, 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 hello. Just waiting for people to come in on this Let's Talk Tuesday. Yes. Just waiting for some interaction. Interaction. Yes. Oh, you guys, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm always excited when I'm talking to you. Always excited. Just wanted to get on here and just say hello to everyone. Hello to everyone. Hey to everyone. I'm so excited, so ready, so ready, so ready for you guys to come in. What I want to discuss tonight is especially on Let's Talk Tuesday. I want to talk about the last element. But before I get into talking about the last element, I hope first and foremost, I hope you guys had an amazing Tuesday. I worked today, 12 hours, and I'm here. I'm here in the YouTube streets. And the reason that is because, like I said, I have dedicated myself to Let's Talk Tuesday. And knowing that this is the third element, after that, I just wanted to give y'all a little synopsis of what my Let's Talk Tuesdays are going to be after just introducing you guys to the three elements. It is going to be about you connecting about you connecting back to yourself, because we, as I say, as women, people tend to say how strong we are. We're strong, but we break. We break. And when you tend to lose yourself because you're taking care of everything else and everyone else, it's hard to get back to that happy place. And that's what this is all about. That's what Let's Talk Tuesdays are going to be about. They are going to be about connecting you back to you in the order of spirit, mind, and body. We can't forget spirit, mind, and body. And I want you guys, before we keep going on, I want you to make sure you hit like and share. See, I get good at this. Even though I had a little help. But I want to go ahead and get into the body. And then after that, I really want to just talk to you guys, because I want you to really understand that the spirit, mind, and body takes you to a place to where you're able to get back to like I said, a happier place. And in body, the element of body, we are discussing the body, as I said, but B is believe. Believe in what God has told you in the mind part, in the mind element. Believe what God has spoken to you to do, to walk in. And I'm reading down here because like I said, I don't want to get to where I'm all off and all out of the place. And did I forget to tell y'all to share? Share. Also share. Okay. I always got my director beside me. I don't know what I do down here. Love him, love him, love him. Okay. Back to body. The B is to believe. Believe in what God has told you to do from the mind element. Believe in it. And when you believe in it, and that's why I say it's a whole as a body, you're going to walk in it. You see what I'm saying? You're going to walk in the belief that God has given to you. And the O is when you believe it and you begin to walk in it, then you become obedient to God's word. obedient to what he has told you to do. And then you have direction. Once you become obedient to what God has told you to do and you walk into what he has told you to do, he's giving you directions, the directions to get to where you need to be, where you need to go on the question or the answers, the questions that you asked him in the very beginning. I mean, I'm running all out of breath. And the questions that he has asked you. So after you get the directions, you will find yourself to where you're in that happier place because you've taken all the steps, you've asked all the questions, you've taken all the steps, and he is showing you what direction you need to go in. And then once you get to that happy place and back to that place that's going to make you uh, full, full to where you're able to give to someone else, then you're going to live your life, go do, do the things that you're normally doing, whatever it is that you've asked him for. And then, life happens. We all do. We know life happens and we never stay on this high. It would be nice. It would be nice to stay on that high. But when life tends to take a toll on us again, and then once again we lose ourselves because we're taking care of everybody else or we're trying to take on everything, you're going to sit back and you're going to think about the spirit, mind, and body. I need to talk to God. I really knew I need to talk to God. Then when you talk to him, then the mind, then you're going to meditate on it. You're going to wait to hear the answers, the answers that he's going to give you from the questions that you asked. And then we're going to walk in it, believe and walk in it. But then once you get a taste of that, once you get a taste of, well, okay, I know that I can get to that place, it's the why. You're going to continue to want to yearn. You're going to yearn for that. You're going to yearn for that feeling again. And that's going to make you want to take those three elements over again. And that is pretty much the summary of body. And the reason why I broke these down into those steps is only because I want you to try to remember. You know how we do acronyms. You want to try to remember what the steps are. But the three elements are all you need to do to get to whatever situation you're going through. Spirit, speak it. It's like a prayer. You're speaking to God. You're talking to him. That's your buddy. That's your pal. That's that's your confidant. And then once you do that, you're going to go and you're going to sit still. You're going to sit still, meditate on it, and listen to what he has to tell you. And then once you really hear him, once you hear him, and then you're going to believe and you're going to walk in it. You're going to move towards whatever it is that you're after. And that is the summary of spirit, mind, and body. And it is going to get you to whatever it is. And I really want to give y'all an example of how I did it for releasing weight. I've given you examples for the spirit and then the mind and releasing weight. I really want to give you what the body was, the body part of the element of releasing weight. Once I got all of that information that God had me look for, the doctor and then the books and then the research and all of that, once he got me into that place, I believed because I could not release weight for nothing. You hear me? For nothing. I just, not knowing that I had Hashimoto's, not knowing that I had it, and I just could not release. There may be some people that I could not release. But once I believed, I truly believed in what I learned, the research, and I believed in the foods that I was taking in, that they were actually going to work for me. When I believed it, then I became obedient to God. and telling me the things that I needed to eat, the things that I needed to do, the steps that all of that I needed to take in order to release this weight that I had been dying to try to release for the past 10 years. And then once I became obedient, he took me to a direction to where I was like, okay, the direction that I was going in is now I want to get my nutrition certification because I'm so into wanting to know about what I'm putting into my body. I'm like, I want to know what it is that I need, the direction that I needed to go. And then once I saw that the weight was being released, when I got to the point where I got stagnant, I didn't want to go back and get medication. I did not want medication. So what I did was, so what I, Lord, here we go. I don't know what that was. So what I did was, I yearned to get back to where I was. So I did more research, started digging, and I'm like, okay, I know this works for me. So I'm not going to stop. I know the feeling that it gave me. So I did vegan and I did intermittent fasting. And I did intermittent fasting. So that is why I say the three elements can help you get through whatever it is that you're trying to work through. And for me, it was releasing weight. And I just want to get you guys to understand that life now is really bad far as what's going on in the world. And then to know that you have to take on that's going inside the house is extra load on you. So you are going to have to, you're going to have to take time out for yourself. And if you really focus on what you want, how you're feeling internally and externally, then you will be able to get to that bright spot, that happy place. And I wanted to see here if there's any questions. I'm just reading, you guys. I just want to thank you for just being here, being a part of Let's Talk Tuesday, because I love being on here. I love giving, the things that I've learned and the things that I have incorporated in my life to help me release the weight. But like I said, it's not just about the releasing of the weight. I'm trying to think of an example that I can give you, just like I gave you last week on Mind, when it came to a relationship, my past relationship. Trying to think of something or if there's something that you out there have something that's going on in your life that you can incorporate body element, let me know. Let me know, because we all go through things. And there are going to be, what I want to be able to do is do challenges on here. I want to take us to a meditations a mindset. I want to show you the things, the tools that you can use to help you connect back to you in the order of spirit, mind, and body. But I do love what I'm doing here. I was called, because I am not a YouTuber, TikToker, Instagrammer. No, I'm gonna rephrase that. I wasn't. I am now. I am now. And I love it. I love the fact that I can interact with people, learn from people. They learn from me. That's just, I don't know. It's just a feeling that is, I don't know. It's the best feeling. I enjoy it, and I want to make this a full time thing for me. I really do. And I think what I want to do, far as what I want to do, is give you an example of something that I went through, to where you can give you wrap your head around the word body. But I want to recap what body was. Body is believe. Once you believe, be obedient to what he has told you. Once you are obedient, he's going to give you some things, some steps again, and he's going to take you to a direction to get you to whatever question you asked him for an answer to. And then once you get that direction, it may be a time where you slip and get back to that comfort zone, to where you are pouring yourself out to everybody else. You're going to get in your mind, and in that pit of your stomach, you go want it again. You're going to want that feeling that you had. And that's when you're going to start yearning to get back to you. That's what you're going to do. You're going to yearn to get back to you. And it's the best feeling. It is the best feeling. And one of the things that happened to me in my life that made me get to this point was um, I'm trying to think. It was when I was at work. I was having a rough time at work, because there was positions that were gone, and then I had to find another position, and I was going through all of that, right? And when I got to the area that I'm at now, when I got to the part of the hospital I'm at now, um, it was rough. You had clicks. It was it was hard. And when I got there, I just kept to myself. I just kept to myself. I didn't bother anybody, didn't do anything. So it was told that I was being mean. I was the mean girl, pretty much. And I'm like, okay, I'm not understanding where y'all getting this from. I'm just keeping to myself. But it was because I wasn't in a clique. So that went on for almost a year of I felt like I was being bullied. And it was one day when I was in the car, and I just cried. I'm like, God, I don't know what is going on. But I've never been in a job where I've never been where I didn't meet where I felt so miserable. Pretty much. I felt miserable, and I couldn't let people see who I was, because they're basing it off because I'm not in this clique. And this is at work, and we grown. We all grown. And I'm like, this is crazy to me. So once I prayed that prayer to God, and because I got tired of being miserable, and he said to me, okay, you did it your way. So let me handle it. Let me handle it. And I did. I gave it up to him, because I'm like, okay, apparently I'm doing something wrong. And when I gave it to him, when I gave it to God, I went in there the next day or two, and I was just like, it was like a weight lifted off of me. I mean, a weight. And it was because I believed. I believed what God said. So I said, okay, I'm gonna do what you say. I'm gonna do exactly what you say. I left it up to him. And then I became obedient. because when I kept hearing all the words and all the you didn't do this and you didn't do that, I said, I need you to show me what I didn't do because I'm not going to just take your word for it. So then there was no proof. They couldn't show me anything. So once I became obedient to God, because I like my job. I love working with patients. I love being around patients. I love helping people. So when I was obedient to God, when He said, let me take it, and I did, He took me in a totally different direction. Totally different direction. And within probably 3 to 4 months, I had one of my managers tell me that he pulled me into the office and he said, you know what? He said, you would be an amazing mediator. If we had that position here, you would be an amazing mediator. Now I went from feel like I was being bullied to now I'm a mediator and, they wanting to recognize the hard work that I do around, that I was doing around there. So that was the direction that it took me, a whole different direction because God, I believed and I listened to Him. So once I got a feeling of this particular manager telling me what it is, the type of person that he saw me as, I yearned for that feeling all the time. And I felt like I just have to be me. I can't allow what these people opinions of me because I'm quiet and I'm to myself. And I really wasn't quiet. That's what I want to say. I really wasn't quiet. When I don't know you, it's like everybody. When you don't know somebody, you're just not going to go and carry on a conversation. That's not going to happen. And it didn't happen. So when I did that, I yearned for it. So I start, you know, coming extra early. I come on the time, but I was coming a little extra early to where I would just sit in the parking lot and I would, read my scripture, well, not read it, but it was like the on the phone, the app, and I would listen to it. And it was like I was just soaking God up, soaking Him and soaking Him. And I thought, this is what you needed me to do. You wanted me to connect back to you because it was going to connect back to me. And that's how I felt. But like I said, the three elements help you throughout every aspect of your life if you pay attention. And I pay attention because I'm like, okay, I know what it can do. I know what it can do. But yes, mediator. Yes, that's what I said. I was like, yes. And I felt good about it too. Felt so good about it. But that is the examples that I want to give you guys. And I really want y'all to ask me some questions so we can have communication and talk. And I don't want it to just be about me and just teaching, even though that's really pretty much what it is. What we're teaching each other. So I need you to come on and give me some feedback. But they said even if one or two are gathered in His name, any and everything is possible. I just paraphrase that, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. But I just wanted to come on here on my Let's Talk Tuesdays, and I'm gonna keep coming on here on Let's Talk Tuesdays. And I'm gonna look at the board to see if there's any questions, comments, or concerns. And also, I don't only do Let's Talk Tuesdays. I also do Foodie Fridays. So if you want to see me on my Foodie Fridays, you need to come on over to Fridays and watch me. And you can hit the like button and the what is it? Like button and join and and all that good stuff because I love, even though I love cooking, even though I love cooking, I love experiment too. Even though I love doing that, it also helps me um relax. It helps me relax. It takes me to a place of enjoyment. And I love cooking and talking and I want you guys to come on over and eat with me. Come on over and eat with me and try some of the amazing foods that I cook. Look, I'm just talking amazing. Yes, I'm speaking amazing foods. I have someone on here. Your time is coming. What have you done to prepare for your transition to entrepreneurship? Oh, okay. Um, what I have prepared, y'all, I have been preparing. I have been preparing for entrepreneurship because God is pushing me. He is pushing me, pushing me, pushing me. But I'm gonna tell you guys why I just didn't take that leap. When I take that leap, that's what I'm gonna tell y'all. And y'all gonna be like, "Oh, okay, I get it." But what have I done to transition? I have learned so much about this computer. I have learned so much on how to create products, different products. Um, I have learned how to save to where one thing I can say is the job that I'm on now, I always, and I've said this for years and years and years, it is a temporary time preparing me for my permanent purpose. And that is exactly what it's done. And I've saved, I am, this week, I am getting my, excuse me, I am getting my business license. So I've done that. And I have gotten together with, I have gotten together with a life coach. And the life coach is, she's coaching me to be a better version of myself. And like I said, you can always learn from others, whether they're younger or older, you can always learn. And that's what I want to do. I want to take my life coach um, business to another level. And I also want to take my nutrition coaching to a whole nother level. Because I feel like that once you realize, once you take care of your internally, once you take care of yourself internally, then it pours out to where you're going to want to take care of yourself externally. So I have a lot of things coming in the works. Like I said, I have my coaching, my life coach. Plan on getting certified with that, and then I've already been certified for my nutrition. And I also have created workbooks. I've created some planners to help you stay focused, goal planners, business planners. I'm just, like I said, God is moving me. And when you listen to him, oh my God, nothing is impossible. Nothing is impossible. But I do want to thank you guys. I'm not seeing any comments, and that's okay. This is, like I said, this is just the beginning. This is the beginning of an amazing journey, not only for myself, but for you guys, because you're going to want to take the steps that I've taken to get to where I am right now. And I want to thank you for tuning in to Let's Talk Tuesdays. This is a place where you're able to connect back to you in the order of spirit, mind, and body. And I hope you have an amazing rest of the night. Look, look, that's great. I hope you have an amazing rest of the night. Bye, my queen.